So, Joe, let's talk about this record because it came out last year, Belly of the Beast. And look, I've known you for decades, and I've known the music you've made for decades. And this really jumped out at me when I heard it because it's still Joe Lynn Turner. It's still your unmistakable voice, but it's way harder music than I remember hearing you make. I imagine that was intentional.
Absolutely. I refrained from doing solo albums for a few years simply because I wanted to do something very special. I wanted to do something different and artistic and meaningful with purpose. And when I met Peter Tägtgren, we started working on it. Of course, I did like side projects during that time. I did 2 for Michael Schenker and something for Arion and something for Cleopatra and blah, 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 but not solo records. This is the solo record that I've been wanting to make for quite some time. I think I wanted to do something different. I didn't just want to do same old. Eddie, if an artist doesn't change, doesn't evolve, I think they just sort of wither away and die, really. And if you look at a guy like David Bowie, absolutely, I'm not comparing myself to Bowie, but if you look at somebody like him, every album was different. Every look was different. Everything. He was just an evolving character. And I think that's a true artist, And the artist always reflects. He's like a mirror to society, and that's what I tried to do on this album. I was just looking at the world and saying, "This is the way it is."
You mentioned a guy by the name of Peter Tägtgren, who I believe wrote these songs with you and had a big role in producing the record. I think even playing on the record. What is his background, and how did you connect with him?
Peter's amazing. Peter is primarily from the band Pain and Hypocrisy. I'm sure all the metal guys know him. His brother Tommy was a big fan of mine, and Peter had called me up, I'd say about 4 or 5 years ago, and said, "Can you play my brother's birthday party?" So I said, "Sure." It was a big surprise party that he held in a big hall. So there was a couple of hundred people, and we had a great time. We started talking and drinking and found out we had a lot in common. And the next thing I knew, he said, it might be great to work together. And I said, boy, that sure would be different. It would be absolutely something out of the ordinary. And we got into further talks, and we said, well, look, if we do this, we're going to respect each other's genres and try to come up with something right in the middle of something like melodic metal.